So welcome back to the square body build series, I guess is maybe what I'll call it. This is day 2. I didn't really work on the trucks much today. I had a bunch of other stuff going on that I had to get handled. But I did get the Blazer out on a trailer, finished parting it out. I didn't pull the seats or anything. Once I got looking closer to them, there's a bunch of rips and just not worth saving. But it's out, parted out, it's done. We're done with that. Selling the rest of it. Someone's coming to pick it up tomorrow, and then that'll be gone. It's like 6:37 right now, so probably won't get too much more done tonight. But we are going to pull the red Chevy out of the weeds from over there and try to get it inside, because I'm going to try to use the motor that's in that and then the other motor that I have and try to build one good motor out of both mediocre motors, I guess. One doesn't run, one does run. But I want to pull it in and use what parts I can off the red Chevy motor to make the one I have a little bit nicer, I guess. So the day 2 video is probably going to be mixed in with day 3, since it's not really going to be a super long video tonight, because not really going to be doing much. But I'll give you an update when we have the red truck inside, and we'll check over the motors and see what we got. Like 2 years. I can't. Alright, so I'm gonna stop saying days because it's not really days. I'm just gonna start saying parts, okay? So this is gonna be still part of part 2. This is the next day after getting the Blazer on the trailer and the red Chevy pulled out. We do have it in the shop where I want it. And now I'm thinking the best move, so we can have like a bunch of space in there and not really worry about like room. And it's super tall, and I don't think our engine hoist, our cherry picker, whatever you want to call it, is going to be able to go up and then lift the motor high enough to get it out of the front, because it's like, I mean, it's a pretty tall truck. So I think I'm just going to pull the radiator, the core support, the grill, all the front, so that we don't have to lift the motor so high, and then we can just pull it straight out forward. And then that gives us a lot of room to work, to hook up the new motor and get all the accessories on and everything. But I don't know what this engine bay is looking like right now. I mean, as you can tell, it's been sitting for a while. There's a spider nest. It's not even a nest, it's like a full-blown condo. Yeah, we're gonna pull the radiator, core support, grill, then we don't have to lift the motor so high and try to get it out and like above this. And hopefully that doesn't take very long, because it's barely hooked up, because it's already been like halfway apart for the last couple years. So I'm gonna start pulling that stuff right now, and then hopefully we can get the motor pulled tonight. My other motor for it is sitting right over there, and I just want to pull this motor, and I want to get them sat like side by side and then build one good motor out of both of them. So yeah, I'm gonna start tearing into this, and then I'll give you guys an update once we have the front out and we start disconnecting motor parts. There's a few things connected still connected to the trans. couple wires hooked up, but really not much. So I'll give you guys an update when I get there. All right, a couple more bolts, and the core support should be able to pull right off too, and that'll give us so much more room to work. So obviously this gives us way more room to work, which is what I wanted. So now I think I'm just gonna detach the last few things that are holding the motor in, and then pull the motor out. And then I think I'm gonna pull the truck out and power wash all of this without the motor in there, and then start building a motor to put in there. Let's get this motor pulled. All right, so we have the full front core support removed, radiator, all of it removed. I took the carb off. Now I'm gonna work on taking some accessories off the motor just to make it easier to get it out of there. Plus they don't need to be on there anyways. I'm gonna pull those off, and then I have to unhook the headers from the exhaust, and then unhook all the bell housing bolts and torque converter. And then we should be able to pull this, well, obviously get the motor mounts too, and then we should be able to pull this one out of there, and then get everything cleaned up and get all this wiring cleaned up, and yeah, keep moving forward. So I'll give you guys an update, I guess, when we hit the next step. But for now, maybe just like, I don't know, is what it is. So we'll see you guys hopefully with the motors out. Alright, so everything's disconnected, unhooked, torque converter bolts, bell housing, all of it. So now we're just gonna pull the motor, and we'll go from there, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of work. Some of the bolts were stuck and stuff, but I just have to lift the motor and try to wiggle it out of there. So let's get that done now. got both motors pulled, blazers parted out, the red trunk is inside, motors pulled. So right now I've got both motors on stands, and I've got them soaking in some degreaser. And we're gonna power wash them off, and then we're gonna pop off valve covers, intakes, heads. Let's get new head gaskets and a bunch of new gaskets and stuff. So we're pretty much gonna tear the motors down to like blocks. Start putting them back together after we get everything washed off, I guess. I'm gonna pull my red truck out and wash that off a little bit, the engine bay area. But yeah, we got both motors out, soaking in degreaser right now. Gonna tear them down to like blocks. I'm gonna leave like the cranks and everything and pistons inside. I'm not tearing all that down, but heads off, valve covers off, intakes off, pull the oil pans, get everything nice and clean, and then we'll go from there. I'll show you both of them right now, and then I'm gonna start power washing them.